On a cold afternoon, at a quiet train station in a small American town, an old man named Mr. Bennett stood behind his small wooden cart. He wore a faded blue jacket and a pair of old gloves with the fingers cut out so he could work. The smell of hot, grilled sandwiches filled the air, making everyone who walked by feel a little bit warmer. Mr. Bennett had been standing there for many years, serving the commuters who rushed to catch their trains. "Mr. Bennett, can I have a sandwich, please? I am really hungry. I don't have any coins today, but I promise I will pay you back soon," a small voice said. Mr. Bennett looked down and saw Leo, a young boy with messy hair and a thin coat that was much too small for him. "Of course, Leo. Sit down on that bench and wait just a second. I know you need a good meal," Mr. Bennett replied with a kind smile. Leo took the warm sandwich with shaking hands. "Oh, Mr. Bennett, you are so nice to me. You always give me food even when I have nothing to give you." Mr. Bennett watched the boy eat and felt a squeeze in his heart. He knew Leo lived in a broken-down house nearby with his mother, who was very sick. Mr. Bennett didn't have much money himself, but he believed that no child should ever go to bed hungry. He lived in a tiny apartment near the tracks with his wife, Martha, and they worked hard every day just to get by. Later that day, a woman in a long gray coat stopped by the cart. "Excuse me, sir. May I have one of those hot sandwiches? I've had such a long day." Mr. Bennett handed her a fresh, toasted sandwich. As soon as she took a bite, her tired eyes grew bright. "Wow, this tastes just like the food my grandmother used to make. Thank you so much." Mr. Bennett nodded humbly. "You are very welcome, ma'am. Enjoy your meal." As the sun began to set, the station grew busy, and Mr. Bennett spent the rest of his evening serving hungry travelers. When it was finally time to pack up his things, Leo came running back to the cart. He was holding a small paper bag. "Mr. Bennett, here, this is for you. My mom saw that your scarf was old and full of holes, so she fixed this one for you using some soft fabric we had." Mr. Bennett took the scarf and wrapped it around his neck. It felt incredibly warm. "Tell your mother thank you, Leo. This means a lot to me." Leo grinned, waved goodbye, and disappeared into the shadows of the evening. The next day, Mr. Bennett arrived at the station wearing the scarf, but Leo didn't show up. One day passed, then 2, then 3. Mr. Bennett started to feel uneasy. He told Martha that night, "I am worried about the boy. He hasn't come for his sandwich in days. Something feels wrong in my gut." Martha looked at him and said, "You should go find him, Joe. If you don't, you won't be able to sleep." Mr. Bennett walked slowly toward the area where the poor families lived. The streets were dark and the wind was biting. As he turned a corner, he saw a group of people gathered outside a small gray house. A heavy silence hung over the crowd. "What happened here?" Mr. Bennett asked a neighbor. The man sighed and looked at the ground. "The young mother who lived there. She was very sick and couldn't afford the medicine she needed. She passed away this morning. Now that poor boy, Leo, is all alone in this world." Mr. Bennett felt a sharp pain in his chest. He pushed through the crowd and saw Leo sitting on the porch, his head in his hands, crying quietly. When Leo looked up and saw Mr. Bennett, he ran to him and hugged his waist as hard as he could. "Mr. Bennett, she's gone. My mom is gone and I don't know what to do. I'm all alone." Mr. Bennett put his large, rough hands on the boy's shoulders and felt him trembling. "Don't cry, Leo. You aren't alone. Your old Grandpa Joe is here. Come with me. You're coming home." Mr. Bennet took Leo back to his small apartment and told Martha everything. Martha's heart broke for the child. She wiped his tears and said softly, "Leo, honey, don't be scared. This is your home now. We will be your family." From that day on, Leo lived in the corner of their living room, and every morning he walked to the station with Mr. Bennet. Leo helped by handing out napkins, filling water cups, and waving at the customers. "Look, Mr. Bennet, I wrapped these sandwiches perfectly," Leo would say proudly. "You're doing a great job, son. Keep working hard, and you'll go far in life," Mr. Bennet would encourage him. One afternoon, a woman named Sarah stopped at the cart. She was a teacher who often traveled through the station. She watched Leo working and then looked at Mr. Bennet. "He's a hard worker, isn't he? Is he your grandson?" Mr. Bennet smiled. "In every way that matters. Yes, he is." Sarah looked at Leo. "You have a bright light in your eyes, young man. But you should be in school, learning about the world, not just wrapping sandwiches." Leo looked down at his shoes. "I want to help Mr. Bennet. We don't have the money for fancy schools." Sarah reached into her bag and pulled out a small card with a phone number on it. "I work with a program that helps kids get an education for free. Knowledge is the only thing that can truly change your life and the lives of those you love. If you ever want to study, call me." That night, Leo couldn't stop thinking about her words. He looked at Mr. Bennet and Martha, who were resting their tired legs by the heater. He knew they were getting older and weaker every day. He realized that if he stayed here forever, he could never truly take care of them the way they deserved. Late at night, without saying a word to anyone, Leo packed a small bag, took the card Sarah had given him, and left the house. When Mr. Bennet and Martha woke up, Leo was gone. They searched the station, the park, and the streets, but there was no sign of him. Months turned into years. Mr. Bennet continued to sell his sandwiches, but the light in his eyes had dimmed. He and Martha grew very old. His hands began to shake more, and his back was bent from years of standing. One afternoon, a rich man in a very expensive suit stepped up to the cart. "Hey, old man, hurry up. I'm in a rush. Give me a sandwich now." Mr. Bennet tried to move quickly, but his fingers were stiff from the cold. As he handed the plate to the man, his hand shook, and the sandwich slid off, landing right on the man's expensive leather shoes. The man turned red with anger. "Are you kidding me? Look at my shoes. You're too old and slow to be out here. If you can't do the job, get off the street and go rot somewhere else." Mr. Bennet bowed his head. "I am so sorry, sir. It was an accident. Please, let me make you another one." But the man didn't care. He reached out and pushed the tray of sandwiches off the cart, scattering them into the dirt. "Don't bother. You're useless." Just then, a tall, strong young man in a sharp uniform stepped forward. He grabbed the rich man's arm with a firm grip. "You will apologize to this man right now," the young man said in a deep, calm voice. The rich man laughed. "Who are you? His son or something?" The young man looked him straight in the eye. "He is my grandfather, and you will show him the respect he deserves, or we will have a very serious problem." The young man showed a badge that proved he was a high-ranking officer in the city. The rich man's face went pale. He quickly muttered an apology to Mr. Bennet and ran away as fast as he could. Mr. Bennet looked up, blinking his tired eyes. "Leo, is that really you?" The young man knelt down and hugged the old man tightly. "Yes, Grandpa, it's me. I'm back." Tears streamed down Mr. Bennet's face. "You've grown so much. You look like a leader." Leo smiled. "Sarah helped me, just like she promised. I worked hard and studied every night so I could come back and take care of you and Martha. I've bought a house in the city, and I'm taking you both with me. You don't have to work in the cold anymore." This story teaches us that kindness is a seed that, when planted in the right heart, grows into a forest of hope. Mr. Bennet didn't give Leo a sandwich because he wanted a reward. He gave it because it was the right thing to do. In life, we often focus on what we can get, but the real magic happens when we focus on what we can give. Whether you are a young person looking for your path or an adult facing the struggles of daily life, remember that education and hard work are the tools that turn dreams into reality. Never underestimate the power of a small act of kindness, for it can change a person's entire destiny. If this story touched your heart and gave you a little more strength for your journey, please subscribe to our channel. By joining us, you won't miss out on more meaningful stories that remind us of the beauty of the human spirit. Let's grow together.